Welcome everyone to a special show. Basically, this is going to be me and Angel talking about what we do like and don't like about this amazing piece here. Yes, does have great points, but it does have a lot of flaws, and we just want to put them out there so that you guys who are on the fence could decide,
whether to get her or not.
yeah.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
we invited some other collectors that have the piece as well, who have had issues similar to ours as well, and we'll see if any join on. If they do,
And most welcome. And anybody that wants to jump in, you know what I mean?
And if they don't, it'll probably be about a 15, 20-minute video. If not, if they do, it'll probably be longer. So let's get this thing started.
All right, yeah. So for me, Lou, I guess I could start it first. For me,
That's cool.
I don't know if you can see her. You able to see her there?
Yes.
I even got the flashlight on.
Yeah, I see.
The colors. I think the colors are amazing. The sculpt is nice. The face, actually,
Yes, I agree.
If you can see her there.
Mm-hmm.
The lipstick. The hair piece is nice. It's just that I had issues with it. But anyway, as far as the base is okay. It's like what you said before. I totally agree. It shouldn't be that big.
Yeah, I know they did that with every one of the big three. So, well, technically even more, because if you count Green Lantern, who I don't know what the hell they were thinking when they made him out of scale with the rest of them.
Right.
They all are on these really tall bases, and it's ridiculous because it makes it harder for guys like us who want to display them in the bestas to do so, because you have to adjust the shelves, and there's no reason. It could be half the height and it would still work perfect.
Right.
Like, for
now,
instance,
let me ask.
there's Catwoman back there. Her base is about half the height, and it works perfectly.
Right. Now, let me ask you this. Now, let's say if that base would have been on top of Wonder Woman, you don't think that you will have a problem with the sphere putting that in Vesta?
Well, no. See, the sphere fits because the bastards are pretty wide, so the sphere has no issue with it. It's probably going to be the only piece in the one cube, because she is going to take up the center. So she'll probably be the center of my DC collection, and then all the pairs will be around it. But that's how I'm thinking of displaying it. But to get with the stuff I do like, as well as you, I think the lipstick was done very well.
The eyes.
Yes, the eyes were painted perfectly. They're not googly eyes like a lot of these.
Right. I think it's
I love the hair. I thought it was very well done. It was hard to put on, I agree, because again, it was a peg. But it was easier than the other piece we'll get to later. But there's a lot of small pieces. Thankfully, mine came intact and perfect. But I could easily see how those could break off, because there's very tiny pieces.
Very fragile.
Yes, all over it. I love the pose. I think it's very statuesque. It's like, I could say, to me, it looks like she's standing over a field of battle with all the fallen foes at her feet. That's the vibe I get from it. Mine, personally, doesn't have any paint flaws, so I was thankful for that. And I think they were perfect with the amount of muscles they gave her and the look. Like she's very, you can see that strongness personified with it, but you could also see she's very feminine. They didn't
go overboard on it.
Yeah, they didn't go overboard where she's jacked, because that would look ridiculous.
Right, right.
So those are the things I do like about it. Now, I guess you could start off. We'll go to what our problems were with it.
Well, yeah. Well, my first issue with her was, let me see if I can tilt it over. I could show the audience. See, and I got to put a light on it. On the shield. See if I can find it. Right there. I don't know if you can see it, Lou. The smudge right there.
Yeah,
you can see my finger.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, I'm trying to.
If you didn't point it out, I wouldn't have been able to see it from
right there.
Now I can see it. Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it. Look, like right around here. There's like paint job is horrible. Yeah, there's like a little smear, and also right here. Can you see that? No, I don't know if you can see it right here. Where the star is, it looks like it's a scratch, and it's just trying to touch it up with paint.
I do believe they did that. I'm going to be honest. I feel that there are certain spots where they did fix issues.
It's right above where the star is, right here.
Yes, a lot of people had issues with areas near the stars.
And then just tilt it over a little bit. Now, this part right here, like a thin hairline, a scratch. When I say thin, it's like it was like a little, like if you marked it with a pen.
Or like a hair.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. But it was a scratch. You could see it. You know. But what I did was I used this. One of the guys gave me a pointer on it on how to. Oh Jesus! Hold on. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. I think it's like you said something with the using an eraser or something.
Yes. Shit.
Yeah, I don't know what. There you go.
Yeah, I lost you for a minute. So I used that right there, and I just slightly, rub just to try to blend the paint in, and it worked beautifully, man. It worked. You can't really tell.
Well,
I don't know if you can tell.
The game. No, I can't see nothing.
You see? Can you tell? Any scratches there?
No, not at all.
It worked very nice. Now, my other issue was, go ahead.
Something like that is usually the fault of the guy putting it into the styrofoam. He probably nicked something and it put a little bit of paint from whatever he hit onto the leg.
Now, the other issue, I think the biggest main issue is that.
The pegs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree. I cannot stand those.
What is that? I mean, what is this? You could poke somebody's eye with it.
Yeah, like for instance,
come on.
Here's the EAG's hand. And
right.
The thing for one of the things for me, and you've had the same problem, is this is pretty much null and void now because they made it so difficult to get the shield on that you would never pull it off because you'd risk breaking it to put this other hand on. So what was the point of making an exclusive hand?
Well, I did say I used Vaseline, but I have to correct myself. This is what I actually used.
A&D, all right.
There you go. A baby ointment. This is my kid's lubrication there.
That's
So when he
good.
has a rash.
It's good for the cuts after you're so pissed you start punching holes in
Right.
the wall.
But let me tell you, Luke, I have to lubricate the pegs in it, and it worked beautifully, man.
I use that on my tattoos.
So whoever has issues with like that, before you start putting that shield in there, lubricate it. Trust me, it works.
I wish I would have seen your video before.
You should have called me first, man.
Because once I got it on there, there's pretty much no getting it off without breaking the thing.
Right.
I mean, I could probably wiggle it, but I don't want to even risk it. Because I do love the piece. I would hate to have to buy another one. I would never want to send it back because I've seen way worse horror stories than what we've had happen.
And that's exactly what I told the customer service. I don't want to bring it back because same thing I said. I heard a lot of horror stories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my biggest issues were, like I said, getting the shield on was so much of a pain that eventually I even heard sounds. Because, guys, here's another thing to rant about. The shield is plastic. It's PVC.
Yes.
Now, that in itself, I wouldn't have minded so much if they used a magnet and it just attached right away. But they're easier to break because you could hear it making sounds when you're pushing it on because it's hollow.
Now, let me ask you, Lou, are you able to twist the shield?
I can.
Are you able to move it?
I can if I force it, but mine is nice and snug because it doesn't have the A and D.
Okay. Look what I'm doing here. Look. If you can see it.
Yeah, see, that was a good point. Another problem I had with it. All the other pieces, they make it so that it only fits one way. So you know exactly how that hand's supposed to go in. With her, they gave so much wiggle room.
Right.
Oh, and then I don't know if you had this issue, but a lot of guys do. With the cloth on the spear, the way they sprayed it, there's some overspray, and it makes it look like it's cracked.
Really?
And it's not, because you could see it's perfectly smooth on one side. However, on the other side, there was overspray in the machine or whatever they used to spray it. Because I know at least 10 guys with the same issue.
Whoa, you know what? They missed some spots here, Lou. They forgot to paint certain points in this piece here. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is bad.
Thankfully, it's nearer to the back where you can't see it, but it's like to really fix it right, you'd have to sand that spot down and then slightly spray over it.
This is bad now. Right, you see my finger there? Right there. It's all black. They should have painted that. I think they missed that point right there.
I wouldn't doubt it. It looks like they did. I mean, mine is cool. It just has that, like I said, that overspray spot. And that was the only paint issue on mine. I know there's a tiny little divot in the base. I don't know if that's supposed to be that way. I think it is because it's supposed to be like an aged column, so it's possible. Also, I know a lot of people, I don't know about you, but a lot of people had problems getting the helmet on because theirs didn't fit in flush. Like mine went right in.
Yeah, same here.
Also, the sword, some people had issues with fitting. And a lot of people I know had issues with the foot peg. Some of them actually had a drill in.
You see that? A peg.
Yeah, yeah, that was, I would never take it off. That
That is
thing,
ridiculous.
it goes in all right, but it's just, at first you're like, with all those small pieces, you're trying to only press it
Uh-huh.
right on the very top.
Right, right.
And it's
Let
like
me
at
see.
first it was hard, and then all of a sudden it went
Right, right.
smoothly. But it took a while to push it down.
I'm trying to see where's that part that they glued.
Oh, you had a glue issue?
No, yeah, oh, yeah, it looks like they just glued it in.
Oh,
And I took
God.
photos of it. I took photos of it, and I told you, I didn't tell you that they already sent me an email. They're gonna send me a hairpiece, right? Hairpiece and
Oh,
a shield.
that's cool.
They sent it out already. They sent me a confirmation on it.
That's
Yeah.
good. At least they're doing something for you. Because I
You
know
see that?
it took forever for them to get back to you.
Lou, you see that right there? You see that? This one?
Yeah,
This hairpiece right
yes.
here?
Yeah,
Look
I
all the
see.
way in the bottom right there where the base is. You see
Hmm.
that little line there? I don't know if you
Yes.
can see it.
Yeah, I see it.
They glued that shit in there.
Definitely.
You see?
Because remember, you said yours was opened.
Yes.
So quality control probably checked it, saw there was an issue, said, oh, they won't notice, and they glued it back on.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. They just sealed it back in and just packed it up and then shipped it out without even looking at it.
Hmm.
And this is another problem right here, Lou. The ashtray. I don't know if you can see that. Jesus Christ. Come on. Right there.
The top
Look at
of
that.
the
What is that? What is that?
head. Yeah, I'd never heard of doing. Well,
Are we doing
that's not
brain surgery here or what? Well, is there a brain surgery going on here? You know what I mean?
because didn't they do the same thing with Black Widow, the movie version?
Did they? I don't
I
know.
believe so. I don't own it, so I don't know. I only have the comic book version. But I believe the movie version also has removable hair.
I don't get that, man. I really don't. I
I
don't get
know.
that at
I'm
all.
just praying. I've been wanting an Aquaman forever, and they're finally going to do one, so I'm just praying there's no issues with it.
Now, let me ask you, is this going to be the old Aquaman or is it
Yeah, it's
the
going
new
to be the
version?
Aquaman with the trident, not with the hook hand, with the regular.
Now, what are the chances of that having a pin in it?
Oh God.
And what are the chances of that thing is going to be PVC?
All I know is I just don't understand it because they've always used magnets. Well, lately, the old stuff had pins when they first came out, but then they went to magnets and it was so much better. So why now would you go back to
But
pins?
you know what, Lou? Cheska she made a good point. You know, she said that, oh yeah, I mean, they did this with the pin, but this other statue that I have, she's got small hands,
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
came with a magnet.
The um the
The
one I
Black
was
Widow.
just Black Widow because I own
Yes,
her too. Yes, she has
yeah.
magnets.
So what's the problem, man?
And even if they wanted to use the pin for the hand holding the spear, I could understand that because her wrist is a little small there.
Right,
But the shield, where it attaches at the arm, it's thick enough easily to put a magnet in there. So the
right.
shield didn't need to have a pin. And in all reality, if you think about it, the shield
Hmm.
faces down. So wouldn't it have been safer to use a magnet than a pin that could eventually slide off if it wasn't super tight,
Right.
which is the problem with getting it on?
I'm trying to put this headpiece back in. You
I
know, I don't
know
know. I think I should
that's
just
That's a scary thing.
I think I should just take it off, leave it off, because the other one is coming in.
Yeah,
I gotta smash this up. You know that, right? When I
yeah,
get
the hairpiece.
and the shield, I gotta break it. I gotta show proof
You know
that I
what?
broke
Yeah,
it.
show when you break it, take some pictures because I want to see what it looks like inside the shield.
Oh no, they do want me to take pictures, and I have to take pictures. Otherwise, they're gonna charge me.
Yeah,
They're gonna charge me if I don't. Yeah, if I don't send it to them, they're gonna charge me for it.
I definitely want to see what it looks like inside.
Oh yeah, that's no doubt. I'll give you the first one that I'll send pictures to.
Because I
And I gotta take
guarantee.
this. You know what, Lou? I'm a little nervous of taking the shield out. To be honest with you, man.
Oh, I know. Tell me about it. Thank
I
God
mean,
you used the stuff.
I know, but you think that she might be able to come out? I mean, that shield, if I was to take it out.
I have no idea. See, my thing is I was getting scared putting it in because I don't want to break the main arm. Like the shield, whatever, they'll send you a new one. But if you had broke the arm, they'd have to send you a whole new body.
Right. You know, there's only one way to find out. Let me just take her off right now. Hey, she's coming out perfectly, Lou. No
Well,
problems,
see,
man.
yeah, well, because you got yours lubed up, so
There you go.
yep. Oh, yeah.
Now,
Now maybe we can see the smudge a
you
little bit.
can see the smudge on it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see. Right here. I don't know if you can see that, like dark.
Yeah, slightly. It's hard, cameras can't
Maybe
pick stuff up
but
as
put
well.
an angle, maybe. Anyway, and that's you see right here, Blue? Right here.
Yes.
It looks like a U, like that. A mark.
Hmm.
You can see it, man. Look at that.
Yeah, that one I see. Yeah.
And then,
It's just a shame that what we pay for these things that you don't get a perfect piece.
look at this. There's another problem right here. The hand is, just trying to point it out. Right here.
Ah, yeah, I see that.
Look at the fuck up on that. See?
Yeah, that's a horrible paint job.
Yeah. Look at all the scratches.
Unbelievable. And the fact is, guys, that it's not just us two that have these problems. That's why we were hoping other people joined in. But there are quite a few people. Like everyone that I know of had the same problem with the shield. Some people also, like you and Cheska, had a problem with the spear hand going on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are having pain issues.
Yeah, right here. Look at that. You can't really see it. Damn, but it's like you see all that black spot,
Yeah.
like smeared.
And you could kind of see a little overpaint on the gold.
Yeah, I think you can see it now.
Yeah.
You see it's like all black right there?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it looks like they ran out of red paint.
Yeah, right. Whoever was spraying it.
They were shaking the can and they ran out of red paint.
I'm sure they use an airbrush, but it probably ran out of paint in the little cup.
Yeah. Oh man.
God, could you imagine them being in the factory with a can of spray paint going, shh.
Wow. Hey, you know what? I'm beginning to notice also. Now that I just took the shield off,
Mm-hmm.
her where her chest plate is on her left rib cage.
Yeah.
They looks like they ran out of paint there too.
God, yours is on a roll with paint.
Oh man, I just noticed that just now, man. Let me see. I don't know if it's like the way they did her, like the shading.
It's possible because a lot of people use the black and gray as a cheat, I call it, for shading. Because
Right.
technically they should use different shades of, say, red or different shades of blue, whatever color, depending on what color the
Right.
paint is, and not using the gray or the black.
It's like right around here. Look, right around here. Like they
Hmm.
missed certain spots. That should have been like painted well.
I guess they figured the shield covers it,
Oh
which
yeah,
is
once we put the shield, they ain't gonna notice.
it's a poor attitude, but I think that's what they were thinking.
Yeah, definitely this right here, Lou. This should have been material.
No, definitely, 100%. It would have saved on breakage because I'm sure there's got to be people that got it broke. Because if yours was like mine, the way it was packaged, that piece actually lays on her leg, and the only
Hmm.
thing they do is put a piece of tissue paper in between the leg and the piece. So it's like, seriously, you didn't think that could break?
They could have used like a wire, like one of those thin wires, and then just cover
Or
it with
did
cloth.
like they did with Spider-Man, where they made a special compartment for the hands.
Right.
That would have been safer.
But all in
'Cause-
all, I think she's good. It's just that they screwed up on the paint job.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful statue. I think it was a lot of quality control issues. That was the biggest problem. And I'm sure it's sitting at the port on a ship probably didn't help for months or however long it sat there.
Hmm. Who knows?
Exactly. We don't know.
But still, they should have, as soon as it arrived, they should have, I don't know, man.
They should
They
have
should have,
opened them all, checked them,
and
fixed
to
any.
be honest with you, and that's what I thought they did when I saw that box open like that.
Well, they did. The sad part is they, instead of replacing it or not sending that one out, they just
Hmm.
said, "Oh, we'll touch it up in our facility and then we'll send it out."
Right, right. It's crazy, man.
You
Let me
know,
see.
because
Let
in
me.
the old days, what they would have done is they would have had those that were not perfect not be sent out, and then they'd fix them, and eventually you'd see Sideshow go, "Oh, we have 50 or 25, whatever that we found. We're releasing those for sale." And
Hmm.
that's actually what happened when that would happen. Is Sideshow had extras that were sent back. They pieced them together into full statues and did touch-ups here and there, and then they sold those pieces.
Yeah. Well, they figured they did it like that. They were
Or
losing
the
money.
or the waitlist conversion, same thing. People either canceled, or these were the extras that they found because they put the pieces together. And that's why I think nowadays they want you to send the piece back more than they actually want it damaged. Like when I got my Red Sonja damaged, they didn't say
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, they didn't say destroy it. They gave me a shipping label. I had to ship it back, and they sent me a brand new one.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. What was wrong with her though?
I was broken in many places. The feet were shattered. They were both completely broke off. Uh, the the sword hand part of it was broken.
No
There was
way.
yeah, there was quite a few things with it,
And it's funny, and I meant to ask you about that because I know you had a display right next to you.
yeah, she's in the box now, until I fixed up the room. But thankfully, they were quick about it. They said, we're going to send you a shipping label, send it back. Shipping cost is on us. I shipped it right back because I have a UPS store right by my house. So they just took it, and in a few days they had got it back, and they said, okay, we received it. Your new one's in the mail. And I had a perfect one shipped out to me in a few days.
Now you see how quick I was able to put that shield in?
Mm-hmm. Because of the lube. But we shouldn't have to do that.
I know.
Or, here's my other issue with Sideshow, especially with some of the more pieces that have a lot of parts. How much would it actually cost to put in an instruction booklet or just the page that says this is how you put it together? That's what I'd love to know. So I guess Angel bowed out or had technical difficulties like he does sometimes. But guys, in the end, what I'm going to say is, all in all, it's a good piece. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it an 8 to an 8.5. And the only reason I know. The only reason I take a 1.5 off is because of the issues, especially with the shield. But otherwise, I think it's a great piece. You won't be disappointed if you get one in good shape. And if you listen to, like Angel said, and just put some kind of lubricant on the shield so it pops in. But other than that, I personally would rate it an 8.5. What would you?
I would give it an 8.
Mm-hmm. That's a fair rating. I think, all in all, I think a lot of people would be happy with it, depending on the condition theirs comes in.
Right.
But knowing now, if you watch this video, that all you have to do is lubricate the pin, you should be okay. Had I known that before, it would have been not a problem. But if you do happen to get it on, like I did without the lubrication, getting it off will be the problem.
Absolutely. But if you was to do the lubrication on it, you should be able to switch hands, the axe if whatever choice you want to do.
Now, personally, thankfully, I put the shield on first, and that's how I wanted it displayed, because I'd be awfully aggravated if I put, for instance, the other hand on, and I didn't want it that way, and now that was stuck on it.
Yeah, that would definitely be a problem. Now, how would you return it if you wasn't happy?
You'd have to break it, technically, to get the hand off.
Ain't that something? But they're going to say it's your fault.
Well, no, they wouldn't know it didn't break in shipping.
Jesus.
But it's sad that you would have to go that far.
I know. Yep, absolutely. I agree, man.
And the scary part with the PVC on the shield is that the arm straps, if you mess with it, I could see those just breaking right off and the shield coming off because it's not it's PVC. It's not friggin' polystone.
I think that's the route they want to go, man.
Oh, and the other thing we forgot to mention is how hollow the base is.
Oh, yes.
Like, yes. Thankfully, mine doesn't have any rattling, but I know a lot of guys that if you tilt the statue, you can hear something rattling inside.
Really? Probably got a penny inside or something.
Or something broke off inside, because I know that one of the guys had to destroy theirs And when they did, you could see inside of the base is completely hollow.
Whoa. Did it show what was inside? What was loose?
Yeah, it's like a white resin, like resin looks
Piece of pebble or something like that.
before it's painted, and yeah, it was like a piece of resin that broke off inside,
Right.
and it was just rattling around.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that something, man? Well,
But I knew it right away because, like, I picked up the statue itself has some nice weight to it, but the base, when I picked it up, I'm like, whoa, this is light as hell. It looked like it should have weighed a ton.
you might hear some funny little. The hairpiece is heavier than the shield.
Yes, yes, it is.
The shield and the sword combined.
And like I said, the statue weighs more than the base, and the base is much bigger than the statue.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe also that I'm not sure about the helmet, but I'm pretty sure the sword is PVC as well.
Yeah, you know what? Looking at the helmet. Can you see me there or no?
No, I see your avatar, as they call it. But yeah,
Yeah.
otherwise I'm pretty sure because it's flexible a little bit. It has a little give to it, and if it was resin, it would have no give to it at all.
And what part you think is? Oh yes. So you know what? I think it is PVC, man.
Hmm.
Gotta have a little bit of PVC in here.
Yeah, because there's a little play to it.
Maybe where the feather is, like the feather on top of the shield, the feather part.
Oh, of the helmet, you mean?
Yeah, that mohawk thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It does. Thankfully, it doesn't look it. Like they painted it very well so that it
Hmm.
doesn't. It looks like it's resin, but
Right.
you could
I don't
tell
know
it.
why. I don't know why they didn't put that magnet, man. What you know what I'm saying? I mean, they could just easily tip off, man. If somebody was to
Exactly.
bump into it.
Exactly. They're making it to where you kind of have to put it behind glass to protect it because one little thing and poof, like God forbid you lived in Cali or somewhere where there's earthquakes.
Hmm. Oh, Connecticut, because they've been having earthquake lately.
Oh God, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, man. It was like what, more than 10 past 2, 3 months.
Holy shit.
You didn't hear
But
about that?
yes, see that's the thing. It's like for some reason the DC line has had its issues. I
Hmm.
don't think any one of the pieces has come out perfect yet. Like Batman had his armpit issues and
Hmm.
uh his bat symbol on some people's was peeling off and
Oh, I didn't know
holes.
that.
Yeah, and there were a few people that got like holes in the fabric.
Whoa,
And
that's
then
not good.
Superman had a little paint issues on the base. For some people, mine had a little bit, but nothing noticeable. And then the design where they put the cape that has to go around his neck, and God forbid you touch the neck, you'd leave red paint on it.
Whoa. And you know
So
what's
it's
funny?
like,
I mean, the poison ivy came out great. You don't think? That
yes,
that
no,
poison ivy,
Poison Ivy was
the
great.
Joker was good.
Joker was
Um,
flawless. I thought what's her name? Harley Quinn came out perfect.
right.
But again, those are all smaller runs.
Hmm. Yeah,
These
that's
the
it.
three that are having the most issues have the biggest runs.
I think that's what it is, man. They're just trying to push it out. They're just trying to give me, give me the money, and then just trying to push out crap.
And that's why I think also the paint flaws come into play because
Mm-hmm.
they're rushing these guys. We got to get them out. The people don't want to wait. They don't want to wait. So there's 10,000 or whatever of them. So,
Mm-hmm.
3,500 I believe was the EX, the
37, I
exclusive.
think it was.
So I'm not lifting it up to look because with our luck it'd go. But
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now.
I'm pretty sure it's 35.
Yeah. Yep. 35.
All right. So 35, I don't know what the run on the regulars is. Probably 5,000 or
No, I think it
something.
was. I think it was 9,500.
Holy shit.
I'm just kidding, man. I don't know. I don't know. I just made that up. I don't
But
know.
it's
But it's a
like,
lot, though.
no
It's a
matter
lot.
what it is. So let's say there's about 1,000, give or take. And they're rushing them out because they want to get these things out. And that's where these problems come into play. You're
Hmm.
chintzing here and there.
They juggling too many balls, man. That's what it is.
Hmm.
And you want things to run right. You gotta, you gotta just juggle three balls and that's it, man. Don't try to be greedy.
Yeah, I mean, come on. For pretty much my view on the edition size is to be, so that people have a good chance of getting it. I think an exclusive should be 1,500, no more.
Hmm.
And I think regular edition size should be between 3,500 to 5,000, depending on how popular the character. But
Right.
definitely the EX shouldn't be over 1,500.
Yeah, no, right. Well, I got a low number too. I got 127.
Oh, you did real good. Mine's in the 1,500s, but honestly, I don't give a crap about numbers unless it was, a sample, which I have a
Hmm.
few of those.
Right, right.
And you can see the difference. If you have a sample, you could see that those are hand painted by Sideshow's main artist because
Ain't that
those are the
something?
proofs that go
Hmm.
out to the companies for approval.
Whoa. And those are gems, man. You got to be lucky to
Yeah,
get one of
like
those.
my She-Hulk is an artist proof.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And they made a lot of those, right?
No, well, that's a smaller edition piece.
Mm. But
But it's nice
cool.
because mine was actually the piece from the story I was told that went to the artist who drew She-Hulk, and
Hmm.
then he approved it, and it was his piece, and then
Oh
he
wow.
decided to sell it, and
Whoa.
my friend John hooked me up with it. So
Yeah. Oh man, you got lucky with that, man. Good for you.
mhm.
Nice.
I believe
Yeah.
I own three or so artist proof,
¿Qué pasó?
but
Okay. Wow. You know what, Luke?
sometimes they could be a little more pricey, but in the end, I think they're worth it for the paint job. But and I also think if you get a lower number, that they do a little better of a paint job because I think when you get close to the end of the run, these guys are like, man, I just want to get this done with, and the
Hmm.
paint job just gets sloppier.
Right, right. You know what? One thing I noticed on our mouth, it's like it's a little tilted downwards. I don't know if you noticed. Do you have the same problem with that? Look at her lips real good. It's a little tilted like downward. Like she's
I
got like a
don't
little
know.
smirk.
Yeah,
Is
well,
it like a little
I think they were going for a smirk. It's not that it was made wrong. That's what they were doing. They were giving her like this attitude, like
hmm.
you didn't think you could challenge me, that kind of one.
Right, right, right.
But I do like the gloss on the lips that they do on a
Yes.
lot of the newer women statues. It
Right.
looks like they have like not really lipstick per se because it's not red, but it's
Hmm.
like chapstick or
Right.
something glossy on it, and I like how that looks.
Yeah, I think they're
But
doing a nice
again,
job with that.
guys, all in all, I'm happy with the piece. I would never return it. And it's a piece that I would say, if you're a DC fan, you need to have in your collection.
You know what I realized, Lou?
Mhm.
Um, her fingernails. Is that now? Is that supposed to be painted?
No, I don't think so because she's an Amazon. I can't see her having, red nail polish or something.
I don't know, man. It looks too plain though.
I don't know, like, because I have quite a few statues where the females are in battle type things,
Yeah,
and they don't have colored nail polish.
I got
Like
Vic calling me.
for instance, you got Lara Croft. She doesn't have painted nail polish because she was just done
Hey
being
Vic,
tortured before that.
we me and Lou on the chat right now. You in your house?
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's all right though. Oh, you going to work now? Oh, we started like 8:05, right? Right, Lou? Like five
Yeah,
after
you
eight.
could tell Vic to say hi to everyone because they could hear him.
No, we're gonna probably finish
Yeah, we're gonna
in a
be
few.
ending at any minute.
No, Lou invited like a few people and nobody's on. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what it is. Not only the day, but it's the time. A lot of
Right,
people
right,
might still be at
right.
work.
No, we're not gonna be on now. Yeah. All right.
So
So let me
yeah,
know. Let
guys,
me know about next week. Yeah.
feel free if you
Okay.
want to leave any comments, and we'll get to you on that. Let me just
Oh yeah,
mute
that's fine,
my.
man. That's fine. That's good. That's
I
cool.
gotta mute
All
my.
right. Okay. Okay.
So all in all, guys, make your decision.
All right, bro. Well,
But
absolutely, bro.
I
We'll touch bases. All right.
feel
All right, big.
I say go for it.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
would be
yeah.
my.
Sorry, Lou.
And yeah,
Vic was going to
they
work.
got they got to hear Vic. I mean, everyone knows because you could hear it, but he was very loud. It came through very clear. But
Man.
all in all, like I was saying, I would say if you love Wonder Woman, I say go for it. But don't
Hmm.
take no shit. If you get one that's not up to par, send that shit back and make them send you a new one.
That's right. Even if you got to call 10 times a day,
Hmm.
like what I did. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
That's money. That's money you spend, man. That's your money,
Hmm.
and you know,
And yeah, we all know these pieces aren't cheap. So
yeah. And at the end, it's you that's got to be happy, and nobody else.
yes, that in the end says it all. You as the collector need to be happy with the piece you have.
Hmm.
If you're not, return it.
Yeah, because you can't. That's like an itch you got to scratch, man. It's like no,
Yeah?
you got to take. They gotta take care of business, man.
It's like the old saying goes, you may have a statue, let's say, that has a small break, but it's somewhere no one else could see it. So
Hmm.
everyone else thinks it's beautiful, but you will always know that it was broken because you've seen it.
Exactly,
It's always
exactly.
on your mind.
So you want to have a nice clear conscience, return the shit, or just bitch about it and let them replace your broken item or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's about it. But those pieces should be coming in anytime soon. In a few
Yeah.
days.
So I think that was a pretty good chat. It went for a nice amount of time, and I think we went over everything that there is to about the piece. So again, guys, if you want to ask either of us a question, feel free to leave it in the comments, and we'll get back to you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right, man.
All right, Angel. It was a
Till
pleasure,
next time.
brother. Yeah,
Absolutely. Same here,
definitely.
bro. Have a good one, man.
All right, guys. So keep collecting, stay strong, and get what you like.
No doubt.
Peace.
All right.